Hello guys, Survival Technology here. Today we'll talk about survival comms and the basic communications EDC. This basic comms EDC is one of the configurations that I carry. It's good for me and it may not be practical for you. You'll need to adapt it and make it your own. The purpose of this kit is to provide a single day of emergency comms, news, FM radio, and simple tools for hygiene and safety. This kit includes the following items: a portable HT, mobile phone with prepaid SIM card, a small flashlight, multi-tool, printed comms plan, and a copy of my amateur radio license. Now we've chosen to use an amateur radio here, but you can use whatever radio you feel is adequate for your comms plan. In this example, we use a dual band amateur radio HT. The HT has been pre-programmed with local repeaters and simplex frequencies. FRS, PMR, GMRS frequencies have also been added to their own memory places using human recognizable memory names. For example, FRS1, PMR2, GMRS3, R1, R2, R3, R4 for repeaters, and so on. If you are copying this comms kit, consider a spare battery for your radio or a battery box allowing you to use alkaline batteries with your radio. One point in choosing a radio, though, is this. If you've been reading many of the prepper forums, undoubtedly, you've heard about and probably have one of the new Chinese radios out there. It's important to point out, if you personally have no comms experience with these radios, you may need to get help from an experienced user using these radios in practice before you put the radio to use in your comms EDC. We keep our Android smartphone and documents in a waterproof pack by Aquapack. There's our mobile phone charger, smartphone itself, and a document pack in a Ziploc bag so that there is no water damage once outside of our waterproof pack. I've almost forgotten. One of the things we carry in the basic comms EDC is a solar battery cell. So a lithium battery with a solar panel that charges it and keeps it charged up so that you can wirelessly charge your mobile phone while out in the field or away from mains power. The Android smartphone will act as a backup telephone and a secondary means of getting news and information, provided the mobile phone network is still available. Remember, the phone does not magically stop working unless there's an EMP. Even without a mobile phone network, it is still an adequate handheld computer, which will only become more useful once network services are restored. It is also a primary means that people will use to reach you and for you to reach them during or after a disaster, emergency, or crisis. We also keep a couple of basic tools in our comms pack for basic electrical work, or if you need to improvise an antenna or something like that. It's a good tool for that. Leatherman Micro we use for cleaning up our hands and nails and things like that. And of course, we always keep a flashlight in every pack, these small flashlights. We also have larger flashlights that are in bigger packs for different purposes, but this bag is always in the top box of my motorcycle, this comms EDC. So it's nice to have all the tools there that you need. Alright guys, let's finalize this video with one final point. I hate to keep throwing it in your faces, but I'll try to do it in a more gentle way now. So, as I said, no one can tell you which radio you can use. What radio you use depends on your comms plan and whatever radio is adequate to satisfy that plan. With that said, amateur radios are by far the most versatile and flexible of all the radios you can get. With that said, they are also the most complex of all the radios you can get. So it's not just plug and play. You can't just turn it on and start working with it and know what all the menu items mean and things like that. So you could of course use CB radio, GMRS, PMR, MERS. There are several different alternatives where you simply select channel number 1 through 40, 1 through 8, 1 through 15 or 16, whatever, and you push the button and start talking. But if you really want to get the most out of these new Chinese radios or even the more expensive amateur radios, you need to get at least a technical class amateur radio license. And again, I apologize for pushing it all the time, but it's something that you need to do. If you're in USA, check out that book or the ARRL. Look guys, in a WROL situation, I could give a rat's ass if you have an amateur radio license or not. What I care about is that you know how to use the equipment, you know how to communicate with the people who also have the equipment, and that you do it in a safe and organized way. So, thank you for watching. I hope you don't unsubscribe because of my pushing the amateur radio. What else can I say? Rock and roll. Ciao.